And I'm passing you live over onto Monmead to tell you a little bit about stem cells. Thank you. Thank you, Gracie Marshall. Now, over to Rowena Hutchinson. What are stem cells?
There are two types of stem cells. Adult stem cells, these are unspecialized cells that can develop into many, but not all, types of cells. Embryonic stem cells, these are unspecialized cells that can develop into any type of cell. During the development of an embryo, most of the cells become specialized. Cells with modifications to structure according to the task that they have to perform. They can't later change to become a different type of cell. Embryos contain these embryonic stem cells can grow into any type of cell found in the body, so they are not specialized. Stem cells can be removed from human embryos that are a few days old. For example, from unused embryos left over from fertility treatments. Here are some of the things stem cells could be used for: making new brain cells to treat people with Parkinson's disease, building bones and cartilage, repairing damaged immune systems, and making replace heart valves.
We are now going over to Gracie Marshall. Gracie, how can stem cells be used to help fight disease?
Well, medicine already uses adult stem cells to cure disease. For example, people with some blood diseases, e.g. sickle cell anemia, can be treated by bone marrow transplants. Bone marrow contains stem cells that can turn into new blood cells to replace old faulty ones. Scientists can also extract stem cells from very early human embryos and can grow them. These embryonic stem cells could be used to replace faulty cells in sick people. You could make beating heart muscle cells for people with heart disease, insulin-producing cells for people with diabetes, nerve cells for people paralysed by spinal injuries, and so on. To get cultures of one specific type of cell, researchers tried to control the differentiation of the stem cells by changing the environment they're growing in. So far, it's a bit hit and miss, and lots more research is needed.
Thank you. I'm here with Phoebe Chin. She's going to tell me about the advantages of using stem cells today.
Stem cells can allow some diseases to be reversed, which is very helpful.
Yeah.
For example, heart disease could be significantly reduced as new muscle cells could be produced, which would obviously be great and decrease the likelihood of heart disease. Also, Parkinson's disease could be reduced because Parkinson's disease is when brain cells get a bit destroyed.
Okay, good.
Great.
Not the best.
And new brain cells could be developed
Yeah.
with stem cells. Amazing. Also, genetic defects, not great either. There's potential to grow new organs and cells and all that jazz. Right, moving on swiftly.
Swiftly, tell us where that's good.
Burn victims could be helped as stem cells could be used to produce new healthy skin cells, which is also great. New drugs can be tested on stem cells, so we might have to harm animals. More great. Anything else you want to say? Alright, thanks.
Here with Imogen Mary Dorothy Oxley, and she's going to tell me about the disadvantages of using stem cells in the gym.
Well, despite the many benefits promised by recent progress in stem cell research,
Yeah.
a number of disadvantages and risks remain. Religious groups claim that because embryonic stem cells research requires the subsequent destruction of the embryos used, it is a form of abortion. They believe that creating embryos for the sole purpose of commercial use, followed by their disposal, is morally unacceptable and strongly opposed when adult stem cells can be used instead.
Wow.
The biggest risk is that the long-term side effects may not be fully understood for years. In one case, patients of genetically altered bone marrow transplants developed leukemia years after their transplant. A number of studies have found that injection of embryonic stem cells resulting in the growth of strange objects such as teeth, bones and hair in areas where they are not intended often resembles tumours. Approximately 20% of rats injected with embryonic stem cells later die from some form of cancerous tumour.
Tragic, mate. That is pure tragic. Thanks for listening. I hope you now are fully educated about stem cells, and I'll see you next week.